I noticed the heavy rain and it kept continuing, it kept continuing. I began to think, uh-oh, this might be a problem. And I mean, in a matter of probably 5 minutes, I realized that it was going to go into the basement.
Ooh, that's where it's coming from, the neighbor's side, yeah.
I realized that they had put like a cement barrier between my property and their property. So that forced some of the water to come into my property.
What you'll see is for at least a week standing water, and it takes up half the backyard. As soon as I fix my problem, it becomes my neighbor's problem. I could come back and put a levee, essentially, but as soon as I do that, it's gonna go somewhere else.
Jonathan and Fenton, who are neighbors on the 400 block of Aspen Street, came to my advisory neighborhood commissioner office hours early in 2019. I could tell at the beginning that it was different in the sense that it was neighbors talking to each other and wanting a common solution. The city, through the Department of Energy and the Environment, has something called the River Smart program, which is for individual properties where you can install small rain garden or rain barrel, that type of stuff. It did not work here because what was going on spanned more space and was a bigger problem than what the individualized solutions could handle.
We're going to start talking about why this area floods. We're going to make some observations.
Well, you know what? I got something better for you.
Okay. If we hadn't built houses and buildings and a metro there, that this periodically would have been where the water would have flowed. The groundwater, the water that's always in the ground, even when it's not raining, even when it hasn't rained for a really long time, is like at the best 18 inches below the ground, which is very high.
3 inches from the surface. That's a very high water table.
The teacher basically explained to us how it affects a lot of people, and after today I can see why, because it actually floods a lot here, and so I just wanted to see how I could help those people and get more involved in this.
This is the second charrette workshop.
The 1-year rainstorm on this block results in 50,000 gallons of runoff flowing down into this yellow area. If you spread it over that whole yellow region, that's a puddle 3 inches deep. So it becomes very clear why there are some persistent flooding issues.
The underlying idea is that this is taking something that's an eyesore and a problem for the community and turning it into an amenity.
This is an amazing project, and it just feels incredibly constructive and community building at the same time. I mean, there can't be a better community project than that, really.